Hi, guys. Welcome to your June 2021. Hold on. Let me close the podcast. This is going to be the. Hold on. Let me close that. I keep saying that. My goodness. You already know what the thumbnail says, but still. This is going to be their confessions for the beautiful sign of Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's drop it. Aries, everything that you need is below in the description box for you and your collective. That is you, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, as well as the individuals who are watching on your behalf. Cross watchers, I do suggest that you watch for your person's big three. If you are watching tarot videos, obviously you know what they are. You probably just don't want to watch and see what's going on. Watch their big three and see what's going on with this person, because that's going to give you a little bit more insight as to the energy that you are receiving. If you're new here with me, hello, hello. If you are returning, welcome back. If you're subscribed to the tribe, Al, what's good, fam bams? Hello to my members, my that marvelous bunch of folks, my members. Hello, marvelous tribe. Let's get going. So, Gemini season is upon us. And Aries, just like the rest of us, when the sun shifted into Gemini, it affected you and it illuminated your third house. Let's talk about third house. So first and foremost, we know that the third house is about communication, but Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, I think you're going to be probably dealing with your siblings and some stuff that has to do with a sibling story. I'm feeling family type things right here, right now. Where is my notes? Hold on. So you're probably a little irritated, to say the least. Third house is all forms of communication. We're talking about talking. We're talking about thinking, gadgets, devices, which includes those cell phones and instant messaging. Siblings, neighborhood, local, travel, libraries, and schools, teachers, community affairs. This is the Gemini house. Gemini just went direct. Gemini season has you moving into more of a mercurial type of thing. Things could have opened up, but at the same time, for some of you guys, it is directly about your siblings. I know this to be true. Your oracle card is we often feel obligated by expectations. Your introspective oracle. We often feel obligated by expectations. There is an expectation in you, in your life right now that makes you feel obligated and bogged down. You do not like that. Now, let's talk about some of these things really quick. First of all, Aries, I will say you do like to be first and you do like to blaze the trail. Not in a way where you're trying to be somebody's teacher, though. I must admit, and I hate to say this, but you come off, and I have an Aries descendant, so I know. Although I have other placements, this isn't about Marv, this is about the collective, and I'm including myself in that, can come off in a way where we want to do this and show you that we can do it, but we're not trying to help. Now, I do have other things in my chart for me specifically that makes me a teacher, makes me want to share information with you because that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. But not everybody, this is not their story. So there's going to be some head button that's going to take place. When I get into the what aren't they telling you, we will be talking about what this full moon in Sagittarius is going to do. But for now, we often feel obligated by expectations. Their first confession is, I need to feel financially stable before I can try this with you. Try what? Your person is looking at this like a science project. Every relationship, the basis is about trying and stepping out on faith, but they're saying, try this with you. The confession is coming from a place of them being afraid and not wanting to try anything with you. There's something that you possibly have done that makes them feel like they're not secure and taking a leap of faith on you. Here we go. I cannot handle how controlling you are. I need my own voice to speak my truth. That kind of goes along with what's going on. This piece of hair is driving me nuts. And honestly, depending on what type of Aries you are, you can come off a little pushy. I know an individual who is a Taurus Aries, and this heifer gets on my nerve because she's very indirect. If you are like, for example, I'm very direct, and if I feel a way, I'm gonna tell you. If I feel like it's inappropriate or that's not my place, I will talk myself out of it, and my morals kick in, and all of these other things in your head that's like, nah, Marv, maybe you shouldn't say that. This person doesn't have that filter, and I find that when you are an individual who doesn't have a filter, you expect everybody else to have that filter. So the controlling part of this confession has a lot to do with the way that they are internalizing what you are trying to do for the greater good of this relationship. Miss Indirect, that I know casually, loves to throw these little jabs in. However, when she had a let's say disagreement, guys, with a colleague, that person is a little bit more direct. See, Miss Indirect is on the cusp of Taurus and Aries. The person who she had a headbutt with is on the cusp of it's so funny, on the cusp of Cancer and Leo. And Miss Thang told her, look, you need to, and as soon as she heard that what you need to do, she was in tears. This is what I'm talking about. So I feel like you are being misconstrued. Okay, that is to you. I need to get away from the toxicity and negativity. It is triggering me. This individual feels like they have come to you, Aries, and let you know that there are some things in your behavior that triggers them. Unfortunately, you can't see it. Like when you are cardinal energy, you just go, 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 go. You feel as if somebody tries to stop you, it feels like they're either hating or they just don't want you to do certain things. And I know that it's internalized like that because I have a lot of cardinal energy as well as fixed. So with that being said, um, I don't think that you respect it enough. And I know that to be true because if you don't, you're not going to change something that you don't respect. If you think that somebody is being just whiny or if you think that they deserve it, you're just going to keep doing it. You're so, as cardinal fire and being the one that is considered to be selfish, you're so one track minded and focused on what you have in front of you. You can't possibly even understand or fathom how they trigger you, how they're triggered by something that you've done because you feel like you stay out of their way. And probably that's the thing that is triggering them because maybe that narrow-minded, single-minded approach to things is what's triggering them. Okay. What else are they confessing? They are also confessing, I prefer to listen to my ego because I don't want to do the right thing. I want to do what feels good. Ooh, woo. Well, this is the truth, and I think that everybody struggles with this no matter what the zodiac sign is, but they didn't always feel this way. They didn't listen to their ego. I think that watching you, Aries, put them in a situation where they feel like they needed to compete. And again, I say the stronger minded zodiac signs, when they're connecting with an individual, you can't just simply play their game. If you think that you're going to be able just to play their game, then it's not going to work for you because you're going to find that you're playing a game that you're just ill equipped to play. So they now want to do what feels good. We will see what the romantic intention states in contrast to this, but this is what I am doing, or this is what I am feeling in. I feel like with this full moon, there's going to be a blow up between you guys too. I'm just letting you know that. I hold on to resentments because I feel we are not seeing eye to eye. Which is falling underneath the I need to feel financially stable before I can try this with you. There's something that's off-putting. There's something that's off-putting that you have done that I know has been taken out of context because it's easy to misunderstand you. You're so busy just doing you, you're not going to even take time. I don't got time for that. I apologize that my screen is popping. I don't understand why. Let me check my internet and see if I need to switch it. No, we should be all systems go. I don't understand it. I am going to take the time right now before this gets worse and directly connect. Give me a second. Okay, guys, thank you so much. That is always an ordeal. I don't know. But as the hotter it gets where I am, that tends to happen. So I call myself trying to be proactive. All right, I have mommy and daddy issues. That's why I'm such a screwed up mess. Wow. And this goes back to not being able to handle how controlling you are. I need my own voice to speak my truth. They grew up in an environment. This is like the second time that this has come out today, where child came out in the last reading. We explored what children meant because I love to crack that book open every now and again. They're admitting that they have mommy and daddy issues, and this kind of calls or goes into the reason why they feel like you're controlling, Aries. A person who didn't, you know what's funny now that I think about it, that heifer that is very indirect that I had told you about, she doesn't have a mommy and a daddy either. And this is just a prime example of how hurtful that can be, but at the same time not really understanding how you come off to individuals, and you're coming from a place of hurt and pain, but you're not conscious of the way that you come off to or the people. It's interesting because that individual, now that I'm looking at this mommy and daddy card, like I said, or like I meant to say, she doesn't have a relationship with her parents. So it is very common or commonplace for individuals who have, and I hate to say this and I'm not singling them out, but I've noticed that if you don't come from a foundation where there was a mom and dad in the home, then you don't appreciate that. There are certain foundational things that you're missing from your upbringing. Therefore, it manifests itself in your relationships. That's just how it goes. I need to get away from the toxicity and negativity. It's triggering me is being clarified or not being clarified. I'm happy in another connection. Please let us be happy. I just want to be happy. This person is not happy in another connection. I don't know what the deal is with making you think, or a person making you think that they're happy elsewhere. I think other than that, they're happy by themselves. But this person, really, it's been a lot of weird energy that has come out. I believe that is a complete stretch. I've lost all faith in the connection. I do believe that is true. They have. Um, I don't understand. Oh, I see. Okay, so this can be in reverse, but I have bipolar disorder. One day I'm stable, and the next day I'm making you crazy for my own pleasure. I don't know. I don't necessarily think that this person is doing that on purpose then. It's clear that this individual has some issues. Okay? They have issues, guys. Real issues. Um, that's at the top of the deck. I wouldn't be surprised if they haven't told you this yet. It could be very, very possible that they haven't told you this. So it could be something that is undiagnosed. It could be an energy of them just being unstable altogether, and clearly having this. Where are we? Where is it? There we go. Bipolar. It is really a touchy subject. It does come out in this particular deck. So this could be what they're hiding from you. One day they're stable and the next day they're making you crazy for their own pleasure. That sounds like a bipolar narcissist. I don't know necessarily whether this individual is making you crazy on purpose, Aries. And again, these energies can be reversed, but that is what has come out. I don't think a person that has bipolar, not that I have seen, does it on purpose. Now, don't get me wrong, some of them know what's going on with them and will do things just to get on your nerve because they don't know how to fight. So it's like they might as well use their diagnosis to the best of their ability. And that's completely valid. I mean, I'm not saying, but it doesn't necessarily feel like this person gets a kick out of getting on your nerves, but they may. Okay, let's go ahead and go into the romantic intentions here. I need to feel financially stable before I can try this with you. Is being clarified by new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So it's looking like they may be possibly speaking with someone else, but then maybe there is some validity to just getting on your nerve just for the hell of it. But um, they do feel like they want to move on or possibly have the attention, Aries, from someone new. I cannot handle how controlling you are. That's because they're possibly controlling. There is a lack of effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're being guided to take. There is no effort. There is control. I have explained this in my other videos, Aries. I also feel like when there is a lack of control and you hold on more, that also feels suffocating. So it could be, you know, trying to get a handle on things has went elsewhere. I need to get away from the toxicity and negativity. There's an obligation here. There is an obligation. There is just not, maybe this is friends with benefits. This is a situation that either one of you guys wanted to sit down and talk about. I can't necessarily put it all off on your person. It could be that you guys just don't see eye to eye, but this is your soulmate, okay? And maybe the conflict, again, is a conflict that is within. Okay, and all of the going back and forth because you guys may both be very headstrong. A person that is bipolar could, again, be making you crazy for their own pleasure. I mean, now it's starting to come out. Maybe they do know. And, you know, they use that as an issue. They use that as a crutch, Aries, to be able to get you back. It feels very vindictive, healing family issues. So your love life benefits as you forgive your parents, which is exactly validating that mommy and daddy issue. They prefer to listen to their ego because they don't want to do the right thing. I want to do what feels good. So this person could be a water sign. They can have, I believe that this person is classic fire and water, where you want to do what feels good in that impulsivity that you have and you don't care. And then you screw things up and then you look up like, oh my God, what did I do? That's this person. Aries honestly could be dealing with another Aries, honestly. I hold on to resentments because we're not seeing eye to eye. This person is afraid to open up their heart. They're being guided to do just that. Open up their heart so they can give to the highest. They don't want to do that. They are afraid. Having mommy and daddy issues is being clarified by retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. This has been a very popular card. I feel like this individual has disconnected altogether. They run, they're up, down, so forth. Happy in another connection. I don't know. I think that that's a, yep, true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. I don't think you would bother them if you knew that they were in a connection with someone else. So I really do think that this is a stretch. I think that this relationship or connection between you guys is the one that is they're being guided to stay in. Okay. I've lost all faith in this connection. And they're being guided to free themselves. It is time to take back control of their life. They feel like, although you are their true love and you are coming in as their soulmate, it feels like a lot of competition between you guys. One-upmanship. You guys have definitely been talking to your friends. Aries, they are talking to their friends about the fact of whether they should disclose their condition to you. I just looked down at the introspection oracle that says we often feel obligated by expectations. This feels selfish, but this is definitely your energy. Even if they are bipolar, I don't think you want the burden of having to deal with them and lift them up and do all of those things. You just don't want to be bothered with that. That's your right. You can feel the way that you want to feel about it. Maybe that's what they're acting out about because they know secretly that if they came clean with you that you would leave. Maybe you wouldn't, but this is definitely how they feel. Okay. So let your friends help you. They are talking to their friends on how to deal with that. We have new love that's run back through them. Make the effort, soulmate, healing, family issues, which is a good thing. It's safe for you to love, retreat, true love, and free yourself. They're trying to free themselves from things that happened to you guys when you were together. But honestly, I feel like there's a lot of one-upmanship. They don't want you to know that they have this diagnosis. They think that it's going to be thrown in their face. They don't want the judgment. It's a tough call to say this is the reason why you act so crazy, but that's what this is. And I'm not gonna put this is the card that I'm gravitating to, but I'm not gonna put the bipolar disorder. I'm gonna put one day I'm stable, the next minute I'm making you crazy for my own pleasure. I think that is probably gonna resonate with the majority of you guys. You guys are being guided that there is something out there better for you. Maybe this is the individual that drove you crazy and your new love. Helpful people. So we got helpful people twice. Okay. So both of you guys are taking counsel with other individuals about each other. Aries, you're only gonna, reach out to those that you trust. And I don't believe that you trust too many people. Reconsider is here. So whatever you felt as soon as you saw reconsider in the top of the deck is to be assertive. This is a delicate one. There's definitely a mental condition here. And there is the need. We often feel obligated by expectations. There is also a controlling aspect, one-upmanship. But the confession is that they do have bipolar disorder, and they love you, but they do have a lot of issues, and they want a relationship with you, but it's easier to and 50% of it is their condition. 50% of it, but the other 50%, in addition to having this condition, is also the fact that they really didn't come from a loving family and they do have mommy and daddy issues. And no, it is not your right, your place to mother this person at all. I'm just telling you what the confessions are. Like, share, subscribe to the Marvelous Tribe. Remember, we often feel obligated by expectations. Third house stuff. So there's going to be some talking. I know that, and you're talking possibly to your people that you trust about this situation, but you know that this person is up and down, and it's going to come to a head pretty soon. Like, share, subscribe to the Marvelous Tribe. It's always a pleasure, Aries. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.